this is crazy. First of all, I want to run something by you, and I want you to tell me exactly what this reminds you of. This is not local. It happened out in Kansas. Olathe Community Center Pool. So this is Olathe, Kansas. They closed the community center pool due to fecal matter. So,
only one thing comes to mind instantly.
Hang on a minute. Let me read this story.
Where is this? Olathe?
Olathe, Kansas.
Maybe it should be called Olof.
Oh, man. Really?
Gross.
Someone dropped a loaf in the pool? Is that it? All right, so it's a very short item, but you got to love how this starts out. This is a story from KCTV. I would imagine that in Kansas City, right? And they start the story with a crappy situation, shut down the pool at Olathe Community Center. Is it Olathe or Olathe?
I think it's Olathe. It's a suburb of Kansas City.
Yeah. It's just outside of Kansas City, Kansas. So a crappy situation shut down the pool at the Olathe Community Center on Saturday over the weekend. Due to a fecal incident this evening, the leisure pool, Riverwalk, zero depth area, and slides will be unavailable on Saturday, July 29th. The community center said in a Facebook statement, to allow for proper disinfection and the protection of swimmer health. So, all right, when I say that they had to close down this community pool for fecal matter, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Let Roxanne answer.
I mean,
we all know.
I mean, we know what it is.
What's
fecal matter?
What's the first thing that comes to mind?
First thing, whenever somebody talks about that
in a pool,
what's the one thing?
There's one thing. I'm guessing you guys really do know.
Poop. There it is. A kid did it. Like a kid pooped.
No, there's one famous thing.
One famous thing. The poop in the pool. Come on.
The one.
Come on.
Is it in like a movie or something?
I've never seen it.
Is it in like one of those? Is it in a vacation movie?
Close.
I mean,
come on.
Right around that time.
I mean, you know, and I'm amazed that
has to do with the
that
sport.
your husband Doug isn't so into this movie.
Come on.
Caddyshack?
What? What did you say?
Caddyshack?
Caddyshack? Yes.
I'm alright.
It's Baby Ruth. So
Yes.
hold on.
Yes.
She only guessed Caddyshack
Why?
by the hints. Does she know why?
Right. You did not obviously know.
No, I think I've seen that movie, but that was I was
You
probably.
think you've seen that movie?
I've definitely seen that movie, but I was definitely drinking when I saw it.
For all of our younger listeners, if you've not seen Caddyshack, watch Caddyshack.
Spalding, no!
And of course, Spalding has his little swim goggles on, and he comes right up upon the floating thing in the pool.
It's Baby Ruth.
Right, and it turns out that it was a Baby Ruth. Absolutely.
Hey, wait.
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected.
So I think that's what they said at the Olathe, Kansas community pool.
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected.
And then, of course, the whole pool is emptied, and Bill Murray, you know, the groundskeeper dude.
Here it is. It's no big deal.
And then he bites and eats it because it's a Baby Ruth. It wasn't a floating turd.
That's good stuff.
All right, I'll take 4 of these, 6 of these, 8 of these, 4 of these. Oh, his hat. It's terrible. Looks like you get a free bowl of soup. Oh, it looks good on you.
Hey, wait! What's with the pictures? It's a parking lot. Man, that's a movie of my high school years, man. That's a movie of my high school years. Caddyshack, still a classic. But I typically would not do Olathe, Kansas community pool news. But when there's a floating turd or there's some kind of incident and it reminds me of Caddyshack, gotta do it.